Hello, guys. I'm so happy to be here today. So, welcome to my podcast program, a midlife podcast talk show. We need to talk with Lydia. This is episode 1. I'm so much excited to be here. I know you guys have been waiting for this podcast, you've been asking me, and finally, we are here today. So, in today's episode of the program, I have two amazing guests with me here today. Okay, so I'll start with ladies first. So, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Zainab Ponte. I'm Mina, an entrepreneur, an Amazon lady, and also a CVO of the 21 C2FG consultant.
That's a lot. That's a lot. All right. So, I go to you.
Um, Hello everybody. My name is Munzio Tijan. Happen to be an entrepreneur and a top consultant with the Diamond Project and the C21FG International.
All right. I'm so happy to have you guys here.
It's a pleasure.
Yes. So, as you know, this is a good platform for young people to come here and talk to Lydia. You know, there are a lot of things we need to talk about. There are a lot of things
Sure.
we need to talk about so that we can be able to tackle all the challenges we'll face as we go through midlife. So, today we are going to be discussing about saving for the unexpected. All right, let me put down my phone because this is going to be very much spicy and all. Imagine saving for the unexpected, something you don't plan for, something you did not arrange. You guys, you are experts in your areas. Yes, the Amazon lady. So, can you please, what did you first thought when I sent you the topic that we are going to be discussing about saving for the unexpected in Sierra Leone as young people?
Um, when I first saw the topic, I was like, wow, saving for the unexpected. Ah, in Sierra Leone economy, I said, oh my God. And I also thought it's possible if you have discipline. Yeah, it's possible if you have discipline. If you discipline yourself, you can save for the unexpected. Because like I was reading a book, School of Money, and it talks about how you can be disciplined. And the book said, "Money bring money." The 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 book is trying to tell us that money cannot bring money. It's your knowledge. If you have knowledge and discipline, you can save. Because like I was an example.
All right.
I was working for a telecommunication, and I thought, I've arrived. Oh, everything is good. Like seriously. Even when I was just spending, even when
Spend no check.
my friends are calling me. My friends are calling me, Z, are we going for the weekend? And I say, oh yes, baby.
All bills
Let's
on
go
me.
on.
All
All
bills
bills
on
on
me.
me. So, but like, I sat myself down. I said, what about if like something urgently came up and I'm not saving? Is this life? So I talked to myself. I disciplined myself and I took the decision. So if I started to save, I believe everyone can do it.
Yeah.
It just take a discipline.
Zainab, the question is, Tijan, come to think of it, how can you save for the unexpected when you don't even have savings?
Let me comment.
You don't have nothing.
This,
Imagine.
as for Zainab,
Yeah.
Zainab is talking from the female point of view.
Point, yeah.
Maybe
I'm just
she will
talking from
make
the female
call.
point.
But these days of Sierra Leone, when the guys go, who go send her money?
Nobody.
Nobody will come to your aid. So
How can we save?
at first when you send the topic, saving for the unexpected. Saving, what are you saving? Money, maybe income. You first need to ask yourself, okay, the income I'm having, is it enough for my expenses?
Yeah.
So let's look at the average salary a midlife Sierra Leonean is earning
Yeah, exactly.
around maybe 1,005 or 2,005, maybe the most highest you can look at. So if somebody is earning around 2,005 before the 15th of the month, if the person is staying that far from the workplace, transportation, and let me just mention some ladies. If you are sitting in an office and somebody ordered a chicken from Chicken Town, as you smell and so you go be pushed like with youthful days everybody want for belong. So if you're in Lady Zainab in your office and Lady Zainab sees you the order for chicken leg and now they look at say if for cut and coat according to a material not to size. Because if your material they do for long sleeve so and so let's Zainab cut them according to in short sleeve. So in go follow you now influence like in go miss waiting in the work for, or if you get a responsibility, maybe in get for take care of mommy. There's nobody in the first breadwinner. So how really you go save if you earning below your expenses? So but even again when they come below your expenses, as Lady Zainab clearly say, it's have to be with the discipline.
Yeah,
Because it's hard to save. For lady they work at 1,005, then you say, okay, now go they remove 200 leons and they save them. Now master degree discipline. Because you get other stuff them for do. Like as for the ladies, you get the personal body care, the toiletries, you talk about the transportation, everything. The last year I was in at 3.5. 3.5. That's even cheap if you can look at them. So in this middle life where I try to put the topic together, I take a look at them, say saving for the unexpected. Saving, which they save money. The unexpected, that means you get for deal with times and seasons. So if you not save, if you not try for put yourself together in the place of saving in your middle age, trust me, you'll be poor in your later age. Because there's a saying we say anything you want for do in you want for enjoy in your 40s, beginner in your 20s. Whatever you want to enjoy in your 80s, you begin to plan it in your 40s. So we see lots of age people way broke, poor, and waiting bad Lydia now when you get the son in poverty. Not ever allow you go into that place.
So let's take an example, Sierra Leone as a case study. So what is the realistic amount you think any young person can save for any emergency fund? The realistic amount. Because saving for the unexpected is something you don't plan for. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. You don't know how tomorrow is going to turn out. So you are already strategizing yourself for in case of incasity, like I used to say. So what is the realistic amount you think young people can really like save for the unexpected?
I think Lydia, it can be vary. It can vary with the way the person is earning. So, like for example, if Lady Zainab is working in an office when her salary is around 2,500, 3,500, maybe Lady Zainab don't have too much of family responsibilities to do. Maybe I'll be a guy single. I don't have any baby to babysit at the moment. No sweet 16. So I will have control over my money at that time. I will have enough to save. Like if I'm earning 2,005, I will be disciplined to say, after removing my tithe, I will say, let me put aside maybe a realistic value of 300 leons. But it's hard. After taking a look at the topic deeply,
Really that comes up.
yeah,
For balance and acts, there are some
Art.
things
Like,
it's really difficult. It can be really, really
for do
And
something.
exactly, if you know use some,
If you know you
if
some.
you know use some for
Lady,
saving, it will be
let me share
very
this. Let me
difficult
share this.
to start
Something
planning.
unexpected come up last month.
Yeah.
I be the save for do something really. But guess what? Death is inevitable. And I lost one of my cousins. So
Yes, I remember you told me.
there was no way where I go say make I keep that money still for carry out that thing. Where
Yeah.
unexpected something like death emergency. Me transport fee from Yanamo for go both us don't cut down waiting I want for say.
Exactly.
So like you know the able if you not discipline yourself and it depend on
That's
the
the key
person
word.
in average salary when they and the average salary of Sierra Leoneans I was shocked by last year when I go boy and I find out say their teachers still they earn around 800 leons.
It's on
All
real.
right, I think there is a lot to be told, there is a lot to explain, there is a lot to learn. But let's go for a short break and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to my podcast. We need to talk with Lydia. So if you're just tuning in, don't forget to click the button down there, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click on the links to follow all my social media platform. We need to talk with Lydia. We're on TikTok. We need to talk with Lydia. We are on Facebook and Lydia T. We are on Instagram as well. So today's episode we were discussing about saving for the unexpected. You know, as young people, we get a lot of challenges as we go through life, a lot of things that happens. So we want to learn. We want to know how we can cultivate the the behavior, how we can cultivate the skills to learn how to save for the unexpected, because life no balance, a lot of things happen in life. So back to my wonderful, my beautiful, and my handsome guest. So we have been discussing how to save for the unexpected. You've told us that saving for the unexpected, you have to be disciplined. Like you have to discipline yourself. And also you've told us that you have to look on the kind of amount of money you earn if you're working, so you can know how to put in your priorities and know how to work towards your goal. You've told us that, and you've also cited examples that in a country like Sierra Leone, it's so hard to save because the money is not enough that you are even being paid if ever you're working. You know, right? If ever you're working. So now we've learned all that. So I want to know, can you guys tell us how can young people overcome the temptation to spend rather than to save? How can we? Because saving for the unexpected, I can't be just having money and sit down. I want to save this 5,000 for the unexpected. I'm thinking about one human hair. I'm thinking about one classic iPhone. You know, I know discipline and all, but there are things I'll be thinking about. So how can I cultivate this attitude to learn to save rather than to spend? Because you guys, you're an entrepreneur. You are a very big man in this country. So I know you can tell us more from experience and what you mentor people and tell people.
Yeah, to start with, it's first have to begin with your budgeting, because if you don't know how much you are earning and how much is leaving your pocket or your purse, tracking your expenses. So before the month begins, you have to put down what is coming in,
Yes.
what you are earning. Let's say I'm earning 2005. The phone alone is like a child now,
You have
eating,
to feed the phone.
feeding it like
Data.
data. Maybe you are using MiFi. So you have to
Yeah.
budget.
So tough.
You have to have a list of what will I be needing to run through this August.
Yeah.
Talking about food stuff, talking about transportation, because that's the thing that is carrying a lot of people's money. Like moving to and fro in Freetown
Yeah,
is not an
transportation,
easy thing.
indeed. Yeah.
So you have to first get a budget for your monthly expenses and let it have a limit. No matter what happens, don't exceed it for anybody, because some people are not disciplined with it. Like
Yeah.
some guys will be saving and maybe a friend come up with something and
That
you
is not
have to
even
do.
necessary.
There is this thing I call first thing first. There's a difference between your need and there's a difference between your want. So if you know the difference between these two, you know what you need at the moment. You want
Yeah.
things, but you don't need them at the moment.
Yes.
Like inside this place where we're sitting, there might be another gadget, but we don't need it for this podcast right now.
Yeah.
Not mean that they are not needful, but at the moment,
Yeah.
We don't need them with the discussion we're having. So when you are earning at a certain amount of money, you have to put down your budget, what comes in, what is going out, track down how you spend in whatever your money is going down. And I have this one thing I always teach people. Me, I don't save to keep the money, because if you stay save just to keep the money, is stagnation with your income. You save at a certain amount, investment.
Yeah. So saving doesn't mean you have to be
Just keep the
stingy.
money there. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be a miser.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean.
So you don't have to just to save, and save, and the money is just there. Because let me give you a scenario. Somebody who have saved up to 30,000 5 years ago, if the person go now to the bank with all the charges they have been removing from the money, if at that time when a rice bag was around 250, 300, so now if you remove the 30 loans from the bank, it's not 30 loans anymore.
Yes.
Bills of the SMS and other things from the bank have put the money down. And even the paper money we see, that's not the true money, is that of the currency. That's why it can change in shape and value. They can redominate it. So you save, you take it from the bank, reinvest it. So you have to be somebody that do budgeting, track down your income and how you spend your money. So that's what I would say about what you just asked. I don't know if maybe Lady Zaina about something to say.
Yes. So lady.
Okay. Just like I was saying, we long time people in they say, keep tick behind door. Because like you can never tell what is going to happen. Like I I sat myself down and I started to say, this is not me. I need I need to put myself together. So like, how can you start savings for the unexpected? First, you have to be disciplined. Second, you have to read books. Yeah, you can read books. Like, if you don't have that knowledge, how can you start saving? So, like me, I was not reading books. All my life, I was going out club, chilling weekend, and yeah, and I started to reflect on myself. Say, I have to set boundaries. My siblings depends on me. I have younger ones, and I sat myself down in a room, just like uh, when my colleague will always say, poverty sat him down and said, I will kill you. And he said, you can't kill me. That's what I do. I sat myself down. Yeah. So, yeah. So, how can you start savings? Just like I said, you start to reading you start to read books of money, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, School of Money.
Take notes. The scholar.
Yeah, because like when I started reading,
No,
seriously, we don't read, we lack that. We prefer going to clubs, spend our monies, but we can't buy a book and started reading it. So like when I start reading those books, like for the like for the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, there is a lot of differences. Both of them have money, but like the poor dad, he was working, traveling all over the world, but because of he's not saving. So like he told his son, my dear, go to school, graduate, and find a job. The Rich Dad said, my son, go to school, graduate, and started business. So you see the difference? So like if you want to save, just you have to discipline yourself. Like me, I sat myself down and I said, okay, I was earning 1.5. I have my sick mother. I have my two siblings. How can I start this? Just like how Mr. Munziru said, you have to make a budget. I started with 1.5. I wrote it down. How can I spend this 1.5? I was like, okay. Let me start with my mom. Although I lost him 4 years, 5 years back, yeah. But like, I said, If I was not saving, how can I be able taking care of her? Because like Zainab, my siblings, when my mom, Zainab, sister Zainab, mama don't sick, oh, forgot our hospital, oh. Zainab, mama is food in provision. I was like, wow. Yeah. So what about if I was
This is
not
getting
saving?
emotional. All right, so that's very much important. If you made a very good point, like reading books. I think this is one habit we as young people we have to cultivate. The reason why a lot of things are we are not like experiencing a lot of things, you are not like excelling in certain things you have to excel in is because we don't read, because knowledge is hidden. A friend of mine said, if you want for hide good simple black man, put her inside book.
Sure.
I say you hide her for man because we don't create time to read books that will help us build ourselves, to change our mentality, and to help us like grow in life. So we are talking about saving for the unexpected. Savings, we've connected savings with money. Yeah. So now I want us to like, because if you don't have money, you can't save. You get, if there is no money, how can you save? I don't have money. The money is not enough for me. How can I save? So, what in concluding, like, what are the ways you think young people can things that young people can do in order to like secure funds, in order to like try to get fund, in order to kind of regulate how they spend their income and their earning.
Yeah. To start with, there's nobody on earth living or dead who have become a millionaire or rich by salary.
Yeah,
So,
especially in Sierra Leone, South Park.
say West Africa.
West Africa.
Now we are the problem of Africa.
You know it's
Because
impossible.
East Africa don't left way. So as I was saying, like you can't save if you don't have income. And what are the ways of you having income? One is either you are working and you be paid a salary,
Yeah, or
or
doing
you
business.
inherit it. That's
Yeah,
another way of getting
inheritance. Yeah.
income. Or you do products and services. A man is rich when the man have a service to offer and a product, and as people are coming to tap into that service or to get the product, money is flowing, money goes in a direction. So for example, this is a brand. We need to talk with, like, let's say you have a water factory. It's because you are trying to solve a problem, money comes to those who solve problems. So me, I'm against this thing of that education is the key to success.
No, it's one of the key. Education is not the
Education,
key.
as for me, I start myself as Zainab was saying, I changed that word "they." So education is
Exactly.
a key to success.
A friend of mine said that. There
In
are
this
many
Sierra
things.
Leone, go to school, study very hard, go to university, come out and start hustling like an undergraduate. Because if you, let's say for example, you have two class of people. If you call a normal Sierra Leone youth from the university, I have this business, let's build this business, but it's going to take us 5 years before it can skyrocket. Because there is nothing that starts big. Everything great starts small. Little beginnings. A quote. There is no limba man wey sabi cut in palm wine fine where they start for claim the palm tree from the top. Don't neglect little beginnings. Yeah. So, but many of the salon youth, them just want for start something today, then blow tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like
And just like what they say, you can't become a rich
overnight.
But you can
But
be
over
rich
time.
over time.
Yeah.
So now, as I was saying, if you want to be saving money, you have to first it starts with an inner search. Because what is really true money? You have to beat it out of your head. Like for example, let me say something. This is my cell phone. It was being programmed from the factory. I bought it brand new in the box. I was the one who unloosed it. So how I program this phone is the way it's operating for me. So some of we have been programmed from through family, maybe the way we made the family finance pattern, or even the nation as a whole. So for you to break off from such a thing, you need to factory reset. Factory reset your mindset, because this is the fact that people say about money is the root of all evil. Rich people are wicked. They are this, they are that. Money is this. No, but money is not the root of all evil.
Yeah.
The last time
Poverty is
that
it.
Poverty.
Poverty is the root of all
Poverty
evil.
is the
Because
root of
if you
all
are poor,
evil.
you can lie. You can beg.
My mentor
You
sat
can
me
do
down.
something of things you are not proud
Sure,
of. Why?
sure.
Because you
Yeah.
are
My
poor.
mentor sat
Yeah.
me down and said, Tijan, if you don't make money in the next 10 years of West Africa,
Wow.
you don't have any option but to do these three things. It's either you steal, you beg, or you borrow.
Exactly.
It's either you steal, you beg, or you borrow. If you don't have a source of income. And the thing is, you can't just rely on salary. Relying on just one source of income is like you're sitting on a time bomb. So you first have to know, where is my income coming from? If you know that you're having the source of income, not one, having it from this, having it from this, you can know, okay, this one is going for saving. Okay, as I'm saving this one, like you can have their banks.
That's why we have to learn to multitask ourselves.
Multitask.
Anyway, that is
But
a
in
lot.
that place of
There is a lot to this
multitasking,
topic.
many people miss it out. You cannot be jack of many and master of none.
None.
Yes.
You can't just
So you
go.
have to plan yourself.
You have to plan
while
yourself.
multitasking yourself.
You have to
Exactly.
master a craft,
A particular skill.
something that you are good at.
Yeah.
Your profession
And
don't
others
make
will
you
just
rich.
be aside.
Your profession don't make you rich, but your calling.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So your giftings, money hides in your skills. Money hides in opportunities. You see an opportunity, you maximize that opportunity.
And make use of it.
You find the problem, you solve the problem. For instance, before this time in Sierra Leone, people were used to typewriting, the typewriting machine. Now every person will be along carrying a laptop or a desktop or even the phone.
Yeah.
But somebody looked at a problem and solved it, and since today the person is rich. Let's look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates sat down and said, "Oh, typewriter is too big, time consuming for you to type." So he said, what if I make something that will make work easy? There was a time somebody will not walk out of his office with a cord phone, the one with the cable. But somebody said, what if we make something
created more by phone?
My auntie back then would say soft church. Now soft church has come. Before that time, we were having only something like Nokia.
Yes, but now we have iPhones.
Lydia, that's for anytime I remember it, I will want to cry. It was one day my mother beat me up because I love when I'm putting it off and on when the two people are shaking their hands. So I love seeing it.
Alright.
So my mother beat me. So we just have to know, sit yourself down as a young person in your middle age, because whatever, as I say, whatever you don't try to do now, like for example, I can walk. My office is around let's say Brookfields, Ogulin. So if I want to check down by going home, I will just stroll down to Chicken Town around that axis and take keke. But a 40 years old man cannot do that. So you have to again look at times and seasons. You have to make use of your youthful age, your energies. Now you can do something like, let me recommend you, kudos to you. Like, you have already started. Let's look at 5 years from now. What will become of this podcast?
Speak to the world.
You sat yourself down. You think out of the box.
All right. So you know what you want to bring here now? You want to bring a personal interview to me. I'm staying away from that.
All right.
So you've made your points, and I hope young people out there will learn from this, because I mean there is a lot to saving for the unexpected. We are not going to finish that for today, but this will be the end of today's first episode, and I'm expecting you guys to comment. Let us know your thoughts. Maybe you have experiences you want to share on how to save for the unexpected as a young people living in Sierra Leone, because our case study is Sierra Leone, because we all know it's not easy. We have a lot of things going around, a lot of things you have to do. So let's know your thoughts. Let's know your ideas, and like always, don't forget to comment. Please comment, share this video, and also like, and let's know your thoughts. It has been amazing having you guys here. I think I've learned a lot. And I I will start to re-strategize my life to like put some things together again. Thank you very much, Tijan. Thank you very much, Zaina, for coming here today. This will be the end of today's episode. We need to talk with Lydia. Till then, we'll see you next week, Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been your host, Lydia K. Bye for now.